What's going on out there, YouTube? It's been a little bit since my last video. I know I just posted one, but that's probably a month old. I kind of forgot about it. So, what we're going to talk about today, a lot about me talking. So, here you go. This is my brand new, well, not brand new. It's about 20 years old. I got it used from my old high school before I graduated. My forestry teacher gave it to me, and it had been sitting in one of the tool lockers for 10-15 years, and he gave it to me and said, if you can make it run, you can have it. So I brought it home, changed the, let's see, what have I done to this thing to make it run? I put a new spark plug in it, put a new fuel filter in it, bought a chain, changed the air filter, fresh gas. This thing, the bar oil, since it had been sitting so many years, seized up on me, and it has taken me a long time to free it up. Finally got it freed, checked that, had some crap in it, so I blew it out, put some fresh oil in it. That's the original bar, and that's not the original chain, but I got a new chain for it, and because I didn't have any, it's 14, no, this is 16 inch. I did, but I went and bought a new chain. So got a new chain, and that's about it for it. That's the reason it says, oh, it's got a bunch of writing on it, so I'm gonna get that off, but I've had this for a couple months. Most of that wear right there is from me. As you can see, it used to be it was almost completely white when I got it. So I put some use on it, and I don't know where the tether went, but the tether should be on there. It's my new climbing saw now next to my Pt.1. I wouldn't say this is lighter, but it's a little bit handier in the tree because the handles. I know it's not an MS200T or whatever the heck those are. I like it a lot better. It's got a little bit more power. I've handled one of those 200Ts before, and I didn't preferably like them. But so I like to stick with some of the older saws. They seem to be more bit dependable. But my 390 is good. I like my 390. So that's me talking about that. For you guys who don't know about these or have never seen them, they're different starting procedure. That's the start-stop. So stop, start position, or run. That's your choke up, choke off. So the whole way to start it is pull that down, push your choke up. Let's see, pull your throttle in. Hopefully you can see that. And then this little button right here, right there, that's got to push in, and it locks your throttle on. So you pull it, put the choke off, right there, do it again, and it'll run about, I don't know, half its RPMs, and then press your gas off and it'll go to idle. So that's that, and it does have a chain brake that works. So there's that. Oh, Coca-Cola. Gotta have a Coke. Much better. Okay, so a little background. I know it's a little dark down here, but a little background. That last video you saw part 1 of all my landscape equipment. Before I could afford a trailer, it all sat down here because we live in a townhouse, and it all sat in well, kind of down here. And so that last video you saw with it all laying all over the floor here, was it moving into the new trailer. So it's now in a trailer, and gets used daily, and I don't have to take it upstairs and stuff anymore to get it outside. The mower used to sit on the back patio, and that kind of got a pain, so I finally, well, was comfortable with purchasing a trailer and purchased a trailer, so it now all sits in there. I still have yet to show you my old Troy-Bilt horse tiller, or I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's an old 80s model, and God, that thing's a beast. My Honda mower, and a couple other things. But in here, it's just kind of now turned into the little shop where I bring stuff and work on it if it needs it. Chaps, wedges, stuff like that. Saws. I keep all this stuff here because that's kind of my personal stuff. And some bikes and some decorations and stuff. So, next thing I was going to say is, I've been working on a project here for quite a while, and it's been neglected. But, hold on. Saw bars. So, this was also given to me by my old teacher. These have been sitting in a box, not being used for about 20 years. Well, probably less than that. Yeah, about that. These have just been sitting in a box, and he gave them to me. There's about 22, 24 of them. They're all on a list. They range from 14 inches to 32 inches. I do not have any 28-inch bars. Well, not for sale. These are all for sale. I have steel, Oregon, Windsor, Windsor speed tip, couple other brands, but some of them have replaceable sprocket noses. Some have the lube hole like that. This is a 32-inch steel Roll-O-Matic E without the lube tip. And this is almost brand new. This is probably scratches from sitting in a box. Looks like there's like a boot print here or something, but so that's a brand new bar, and those go for about 70 bucks. So I'd probably be selling it for about 50. This right here is a 32-inch Windsor sprocket nose, replaceable sprocket tip with a lube hole. All these bars have been sanded, primed, painted. The bar rails have been filed, so there's no burrs on them. And the bar rail, the groove right there, have all been cleaned out, so there's no gunk in there. They're fresh and ready to go. All except for the lube. There's no lube in any of them that need it. I'm asking for the 20, I think there's 22 of them there, and some of them are 3/8, some are, there's only one, I think that's not a 3/8. And for all of them I'm asking about 400, which is quite a steal for all those. There's a lot of bars. I have probably like 4 32s, a bunch of 20s, some 24s, and so that's that, and that's kind of what's been going on. Not going to get too into detail with that, but if you have any questions, they'll be up for sale real soon. And so, yep, that's what's been going on, and hope you'll have a good one. Peace.